Hey friends, happy Wednesday. As happy as it can be, right? It has been me and a can of Lysol today. Yeah. Once again, Mom is sick. She's prone to getting sick a lot. Last time she got sick, which was around Thanksgiving, she took the whole house down with her. And I'm not feeling 100%. And the last few days, I've been telling her, you sound sick. You sound sick. No, I'm fine. Denial. So, yep, here we are. Again, a couple months later, me and a can of Lysol. Thank goodness for ceiling fans because it spreads the Lysol everywhere, so I don't get it. She hardly ever goes out. Now, I don't know if I want to say what I'm about to say because I don't need a whole bunch of judgmental people coming at me. I'll just say it. You know what? Screw it. Screw the judgmental people. I don't care. Her hygiene's not great. No matter what I do, she refuses. And that is why one of the many reasons we are looking at alternative living arrangements for her. And we have found a few places already here in this city. So if you want to come at me for that and say it's my fault because I'm her caregiver, go ahead. Go ahead. But it is what it is. So on that note, as you can see, I'm not too terribly happy right now. Today has been a day. Yeah. So I just got done. I made myself some ground chicken that I had purchased a 3-pound pack of ground chicken from Sam's Club over the weekend. Or on Friday, whatever it was when we went to Bullhead City. And it needed to be cooked today. So I cooked it up into taco meat. And I made myself chicken and black bean nachos for dinner. I used veggie and flaxseed tortilla chips that I had purchased when I was in California last from Trader Joe's. So now I need to beg my husband to bring me more because I absolutely love those chips and they're almost gone because I don't put that many in a bag. So, so I made myself a nice little dinner and now I am sitting in my craft room at my desk staring at my happy plants that I built today. I did. I built my happy plants. I needed some happiness. So I built them. This is a Dracaena, and I can't remember what this one's called, but this one's a Dracaena. But they're cute. Super cute. And they were quick, easy build, too. I mean, like, no time at all. So those were fun. And then this is what remains of the variegated yarn from the rectangle granny square blanket that I am making for our real estate agent. This is all that's left. I did not want a chance going around again on the blanket because the blanket has gotten pretty big. I tend to sit in here sometimes and just work on this one, and then I'll go out to the living room, work on the corner to corner. But see how far back I can go without going in the yarn closet. How's that? There we go. So there's that. Okay, let's come back your way. Oh, I have added the second skein of yarn. Remember, if you've been following me for a while, you remember that I said she prefers neutral colored yarns, colors, whatever, for her house. And then, so I kind of took a deep dive into my yarn stash because neutrals are not something I have a lot of. I am a colorful person. I like color. So when she said neutral, I was like, oh boy. But anyway, so I added the second skein, which is this one here. It's a Hirschner's Worsted Wildflowers yarn in the colorway, what are you called? Milkweed. It's called Milkweed. It is 100% acrylic. It is 489 yards, machine wash and dryable, and it is a medium 4. And again, this is from Hirschner's, and this is what it looks like on the variegated. I have not put a full round on here yet because, well, I only started it right here last night, and then I only got up to there on the top. So that is my WIP for today because, well, I finished the Lego set in like 15 minutes or less. Yeah. So anyhow, that's about all I have for you today because, like I said, it's been me and a can of Lysol. I just can't dodge it. I cannot dodge it. So anyways, yep. And I'm still in my pajamas from last night. Whatever. It's just sweats and a t-shirt. I didn't go out except for one place today, and it was a drive-through, so nobody saw me. Okay, I threw my moccasins on and took my happy butt through a drive-through. So that's about all I did today. But anyhow, oh, and I am happy to report. If you remember, I talked about the crazy bird lady story thing last night and the hawk. And if you remember a little while ago, I was talking about a rock squirrel that had just randomly appeared in my backyard one day back in November now, I think, because we moved in end of October. So I discovered him a couple of weeks after moving in, and it would have been in November by that point. So anyways, he had disappeared for quite some time, several weeks, and I thought he became a victim of the hawk. I kid you not, today I threw out chicken scratch. Yes, I buy chicken scratch and cracked corn because that is what the quail love. And the pigeons and the doves absolutely love it too. And the little birds, well, they make do because there's a lot of little seeds in the chicken scratch. So all my feathery friends are happy. And I'm happy to report that Rocky came back today. Yes, we named the squirrel Rocky. I happened to look outside after I threw the food out there, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is that fluffy brick-looking thing out there that's moving? And it was Rocky. So I'm guessing that he was probably hibernating because, see, here's the weird thing. So, like, this morning, I saw this flash just zip from the tree to behind where our shed is at. And where our shed is at, there's a brick wall that we share with our neighbors behind us, and then as well as our neighbors to this side of us, to my left, right? Well, where he was going, where this flash went, was between the brick wall and the shed. So the brick wall that we share with the neighbors behind us and the shed, and there's only a little gap about like this much. I mean, I can walk through there comfortably. So that's where he went. And then like I said, I didn't get a good glance at it before it took off. So I must have scared it when I was coming near the window or something. But anyway, so after I put the food out, I noticed him out there. I'm pretty sure it's a him based on the way he was moving around today. And we're not going to go into the rest of that, but I'm pretty sure it's a him. But he was just doing what rock squirrels do, and he was digging, and he was filling his cheeks and taking the chicken scratch and the cracked corn, and then he'd go run off behind by the shed, and then he'd wait an hour or two, and he'd come back and he'd do the same thing. He did that 2 or 3 times today. It was so cute and so funny. So yes, I'm happy to report our rock squirrel was, I guess, just in hibernation for a while, and I guess he got hungry and had to come out because he's like, saw that I'm putting the good stuff out. So yeah, so that was really good. Despite all the craziness today, that made me really, really happy to see. So and then it was funny because when we were leaving, I took Levi to get a kid's meal around 5 o'clock, and where we went, it was along Route 66. which is also known as Andy Devine out here. And so where the McDonald's is, there's also a Pilot truck stop. And there's a truck wash and stuff like that. It's right along interstate, right by Interstate 40. And I kid you not, probably 100 or more pigeons just kept flying back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my gosh. It was so funny. It was so funny. It was the highlight of our day, let me tell you. It really was. So anyways, okay, enough of my wildlife stories. Sorry if I'm boring you with those, but you know what? It just makes my heart so happy to have it all again. I haven't had this much enjoyment in my backyard in probably almost 10 years. I'm not going to lie. Living in an apartment gets kind of boring. But that's what we had, and it was roof over our head, and that's what God provided for us at that time. So, and He's still providing it for my husband and my 2 kids. So, 2 of my kids that still live at home. So, anyways, all right, friends, I'm gonna go. I need to figure out what I'm doing for the rest of the night now that my dinner's done and my dishes are done, and I don't know if I want to work on this blanket or if I want to go work on the corner to corner. The corner to corner sounds more promising because I can just lounge on the couch and turn the TV on, and yeah, I think that might be the better idea. And just kick my feet up on the little ottoman there and crochet the night away. So, all right, love, hugs, and prayers to you all. Stay safe, and yeah, just stay warm. This wintry weather is pretty crazy everywhere, so yeah. All right, friends, I will see you again in the next video.